Hello Parth, how are you? Can you hear me? Hello guys, everyone out there. This is Suyash Goyal signing in, and I hope that you all are doing very well. I welcome you all in this session in which we're going to talk about using linear equations in two variables in the real world. And basically here we're going to talk about class 9. So this session is specifically for class 9th. If there are students of class 10th, this session is for class 10th. But if they are students of class 9, they can also join us over here because this is something which is important for them as well. Hello technical support, how are you? Hello Parth, how are you? Hello Learn with Lithin, how are you? How are you all doing guys today, everyone? Can you hear me, everyone out there? A very good afternoon to all of you, and I hope that you all are doing great. This is Suyash Goyal. I've been associated with Unacademy since November 2017, and I've been teaching mathematics and English on Unacademy. This is a YouTube session that we are having on the YouTube channel of Unacademy, and here today we are going to talk about linear equations in two variables, how to use them in the real world, in the real life examples for class 10th. Okay. Hello Raj, how are you? Nimisha, hello Nimisha, how are you? Hello Raghav, how are you? I teach mathematics, particularly Parth. Okay guys, so I guess all of you are from class 10th, right? So today what we're going to do over here is, guys, we will be talking about some of the questions of R.D. Sharma so that we can get some understanding that how we can use our linear equations in two variables to solve our real life problem. Okay, so we will be getting some real life word problems, and we will be understanding how we are going to use linear equations in two variables to solve those questions. Am I clear with this, everyone? Okay, hello Dia, how are you? So beginning with, guys, a little introduction about Unacademy. So Unacademy is India's largest learning platform. Okay, so starting from your 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, IIT, JEE, then your competitive examinations like SSC, CGL, banking, and IAS, GATE, PSU, everything we have got you covered with. We have the best faculty, the best educators for each and every category. All the sessions are live, guys, so there is no concept like you'll be seeing the recorded lectures. Recorded videos will be available, but every session that you will see is actually a live session that we have on Unacademy. You solve live practice questions with educators, and that is the same thing that we're going to do here in this YouTube session as well. Apart from that, weekly quizzes are there, doubt clearing sessions are there, so that you can clear everything live in the class. If any one of you who is planning to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, which is our platform where you can attend unlimited classes, live classes for all the subject, you can simply use my referral code, that is SG08. You can use this code and you will be able to get flat 10% discount on the subscription charges. Hello Roslyn, how are you? And guys, this is me. You can see mathematics educator associated with Unacademy. This is my referral code. You can use it and you will be able to get flat 10% discount. So if any one of you who is having any kind of questions related to Unacademy Plus subscription, you can just ask me right now. Okay, so here we go, guys. Here we have the very first question, and the question that we have is this one. I'm talking about 3 bags and 4 pens. Together they are costing me rupees 257, whereas 4 bags and 3 pens together they are costing me rupees 324. I need to find out the total cost of 1 bag and 10 pens. Now please understand first what is linear equation in two variables and what we are going to do over here. So guys, when I'm talking about linear equation, this linear means what? This linear only means that I am talking about variable to the power 1. So may it be your variable x to the power 1, or your variable y to the power 1, or your variable z to the power 1, or any other variable. The most important point is that the power, the highest power of your variable will always and always and always be 1. You will not get any power you will not get any expression or any variable which is having power more than 1. This is the first thing that you need to understand. Second thing is, when I'm talking about two variables, so it clearly indicates that now the equations that we will be talking about, when I say linear equations in two variables, so now the equations that we will be talking about, they will be the equation that will contain two variables. For example, the first variable will be x, second will be y. Okay, so basically we understand it in this way that now there will be two unknowns. now there will be two unknowns. अब जब आप क्वेश्चन करोगे तो आपके पास क्वेश्चन में उतने unknowns होंगे जिसको हम बोलते हैं दो unknown. That is why we call it two variables. Okay, if we have three unknowns, so we call it three variables. If we have only one unknown, we call it one variable. So linear equation in one variable, that is only one unknown, that is x. ये questions आपने अपने previous standard में करे हैं. Now we are coming to linear equations in two variables, जहाँ पे कि मेरे पास x है और y है. In your further classes you will see linear equations in three variables as well, जहाँ पे आपके पास x होगा, y होगा और z होगा. Correct? So now this is our agenda and we will see how we can use this concept in our real life. So guys, understand one thing. Always remember for the lifetime that whenever you have one unknown, which means what do we say? We say whenever you have, I'm sorry for the spelling. So whenever we are talking about one unknown, okay, so let's say if you have one unknown, clear? When there will be one unknown, which means I'm talking about one variable, and when there is one variable, to find out that variable you only need one equation. Okay, when there will be two unknowns, when I'm talking about two unknowns, I'm talking about two variables. Okay, which means two variables, that could be x and y. To find out your two variables, you will need how many equations? You will need two equations. And if you have three unknowns, that is three variables, how many equations will you need? Can you tell me, guys? Everyone say it with me. Now to solve this you will need three equations. Similarly, if you have four variables in any question, so in total you will need four equations to solve it, and so on. So number of variables or number of unknowns should always be equal to number of equations in the question. Then only I can find out the value of all the variables. Okay, now understand. There could be any real life scenario, guys, that could be given to you, that like we have a question over here. If you see, it is given to me that the cost of 3 bags, okay, the cost of 3 bags is given to me as nothing, and then it has been given, I'm doing good, what about you, technical support? So when I'm talking about cost of 3 bags, okay, so 3 bags plus 4 pence, together their cost is given to me as 257. Correct? And when I'm talking about 4 bags plus 3 pence, together their cost is given to me as what? 324. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify my question. I'm talking about two different things, and the first thing is what? I'm talking about bags, and the second thing is what? I'm talking about pence. Okay, so what I will do, I will write a statement that let the cost of one bag equal to rupees X and the cost of one pen equal to rupees Y. Am I clear? So you assumed that the cost of one bag is rupees X and the cost of one pen is rupees Y. Am I clear, guys? Now please focus. I assume that the cost of one bag is X rupees and the cost of one pen is Y rupees. Now, if you see, I'm talking about 3 bags. If the cost of one bag is X, the cost of 3 bag will be 3X plus. If the cost of one pen is Y, the cost of 4 pens will be 4Y. So you have 3X plus 4Y and total is given to you as 257. Everyone got this till here? Makes sense? First thing. Second thing, what is given to you is 4 bags and 3 pens, which means 4 into X plus 3 into Y is given to you as 324. Am I clear with this, guys? You got this? Everyone out there, guys, come on, tell me, are you getting this point till here? Am I clear with this? You got it? So we're going to talk about so many real life questions like this moving forward. We are starting with a simple question right now, and this is this. Okay, now from here I need to find out the value of X and the value of Y. To do that, guys, what I'm going to do is there are multiple methods that we can use. I am damn sure that you all must be familiar with the elimination method that we have. You all must be familiar with the next method that we call substitution method that we have. You all must be familiar with your cross multiplication method, correct? So you can use any method for that matter. I'm using elimination method over here. To do that, what I'm going to do, guys, what do? If we want to use elimination method, we will have to make the coefficient of x or y same, so that either we can add or we can subtract these two equations. Okay, so let's do it. Now what I'm going to do is, if you see this here, I'm having 4y, then I'm having 3y. So I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 3, and I'm going to multiply this entire equation by 4. Why am I doing it? I'm doing this so that my coefficient of y becomes same. Now understand, guys. Once you do it, you will be having 9x plus 12y equal to 257 times 3 is what? 21, then 2, 3, 5, 15, then 7, 1, 3, 2, 6, and 7. This is what I'll be getting. Yes or no? Am I clear with this, guys? You got it? Make sense to you? Correct? Let's move forward. If I talk about the second equation, this equation will be, when I'm going to multiply this by 4, I'll be having 16x plus 12y equal to 324 times 4, 4, 4, 16, 1, 4, 2, 8, 9, and 4, 3, 12. This is what you'll be getting. Okay, so let's assume this as your first equation and this as your second equation. Clear? Now you can simply subtract your first equation from second equation. So here I'm writing that what I'm doing second minus first. When I'm going to subtract my first equation from the second equation, understand, guys, I will be having 16x minus 9x and plus 12y minus 12y, because this is same. 12y will be cancelled, so there will be 0. On the right hand side you have 1296 minus 771, correct? On moving forward, you will be getting 7x from here, and from here what you will be getting, can you tell me? You have 1296 minus 771, so you are left with 29 and 229 over there. So you have 229 and 296. So 229, 296, 396, 496, and 496 plus 29. That is 496, 526, 525. So you'll be getting 525 from here. Clear, guys? Got it? Okay. Now, if you want to find out your x will be what? 525 upon 7, and this will give you 7 times and 355. So your x came out to be what? Your x came out to be rupees 75. Am I clear with this or not, guys? Please tell me. You got it? Make sense to you? Are we clear till here, till this point? Okay, so now if you see, my x came out to be what? My x came out to be rupees 75, which means what? X was nothing but the cost of bag. X was nothing but the cost of bag, and that is why if you see, the cost of one bag came out to be what? The cost of one bag came out to be rupees 75. Correct? Now, next thing is to find out your y. So guys, what will you do? As you know, you have this equation with x and y and this equation with x and y. So या तो इसमें किसी में भी आप x की value put करो and you will be able to find out your y. Let's do it. When you do this, guys, what will happen? So you're gonna have 3 into 75 plus 4 into y is equal to 257. So this will give you 4y is equal to 257. Hello Devapriya, how are you? Minus what? 257 minus 75 times 3, that will be 150, and 225. And that is going to be what? That is going to give you 4y is equal to 25 and 7, that is 32. So from here, your y will come out as 8. Clear? Which means, guys, if you focus, the cost of one bag is what? The cost of one bag came out to be 75, and the cost of one pan came out to be rupees 8. Am I clear? That's very good, Devapriya. Is that clear to you guys? Everyone out there, make sense to you? So now you can say that the cost of one bag is 75. Okay, the cost of one bag is what? The cost of one bag is 75, and the cost of one pan is what? The cost of one pan is rupees 8. Correct? Now understand. If you see, guys, I'm just removing some parts from here. Now if you see guys, you got cost of one pen as x, but you want to find cost of one bag, that will be 75 into 1 plus cost of 10 pens. Cost of one pen is 8, so cost of 10 pen will be 10 into 8, and hence your answer will be 75 plus 80, that is going to be 155. So this is your correct answer. Are we all clear with this or not, guys? Please tell me. Make sense to you? Clear with this? So this is how I can do this particular question. This is how I can find out the answer, that this is going to be the cost of what? This is going to be the cost of one bag and your 10 pence. Haji. Everyone clear with this or not? Please tell me, guys. You got the point? Everyone clear till here? Sorted? Okay. So this is how we can simply talk about this particular question. Cool? Got it? Are we all clear with this or not, guys? Please tell me. Everyone got it till here? Sorted? Okay, so now it's time to move forward. Let's talk about the second question that we have. If we talk about the second question, guys, here we have the second question. So now I will be doing it in a bit fast way. Like if I'm talking about 5 books and 7 pens, so together the cost of 5 books and 7 pen is 79. Okay, and if I talk about 7 books and 5 pen, together their cost is 77. I need to find out the cost of 1 book and 2 pens. Okay, let's do it. So again, what I'm gonna do, I will assume that the cost of 1 book is what? I will assume that the cost of 1 book is rupees X. And I will assume that the cost of 1 pen is what? The cost of 1 pen is rupees Y. Am I clear with this, guys? You got it? Makes sense? Now I will be moving forward. It is given to me that 5 books and 7 pens together cost 79, which means 5 into X plus 7 into Y is equal to 79. This is your first equation. And second thing that is given to you is that 7 books, 5 pens together cost 77, which means 7x plus 5y is equal to 77. Clear? This is what is given to me. Again, the same thing. If I want to use the elimination method, so either I'll have to make the coefficient of x same, or I'll have to make the coefficient of y same. So let's make the coefficient of y same. If you want to make the coefficient of y same, or let's do this question by the second method. Okay, so when I will be doing this question by the second method, that is substitution method, guys. So what do we mean by substitution method? Substitution method में हम क्या करते हैं? We find out the value of x or y from any of the equation. तो या तो मैं पहले इक्वेशन में से x की या y की वैल्यू फाइंड करूंगा, x की वैल्यू या तो y के टर्म में या y की वैल्यू x के टर्म में, एंड जो भी वैल्यू मेरे पास x की आएगी, then I will put that value of x in my second equation. So let's do it. Okay, let's do it. So if I talk about my first let me remove all this that I've written over here. So if I'm talking about my first equation, guys, if you focus in my first equation, what I'm doing in my first equation, I am finding the value of x. So my x will be what? My 5x is equal to 79 minus 7y, which means my x will be what? 79 minus 7y upon 5. Am I clear with this or not, guys? You got it? Make sense? Clear? This is what my x is, correct? Now I'm going to put this value of x in my second equation, and my second equation will then become 7 times of x is what? 7 times of 79 minus 7y upon 5 plus 5y is equal to 77, correct? Can I say this? Can I say this or not, everyone, guys? Come on, tell me. Are we clear till this point? You got the point? Okay, let's move forward. When I will be moving forward, guys, what I'll be getting, understand now. So I'm going to take the LCM over here. So I will be getting 7 times of 79. That is 7 times of 79 minus 7 times of 7y. That is 49y plus 5 times 5. That is 25y is equal to 77 times 5. Clear? Got it? When you solve this, guys, what you will be getting, please understand, 7 times of 79 will be what? If you see 7 times 9 is 63 and 7 times 7 is 49, so you will be having 553, correct? Got it? Moving forward, you have minus 49y plus 25y, that will give you minus 24y is equal to 77 times 5 is what? 7 times 5, 35 into 11, that is going to be 385. Clear? Got it? Makes sense to you? Okay, so 77 times 5 is 7 times 5, that is 35 times 11, that is 385. Now if you see, finally you will be having 20 24y will be equal to what, guys? 553 minus 385, and this will give you what? If you calculate that, so that will be giving you 400 and 153, 153 and 15, that will give you 168, 168, that is what you got, correct? And now if you want to find out your y will be 168 upon 24, and this is nothing but what? When you calculate that, you got 12 times 2, you got 84 times, then you got 6 times 2, you got 42 times, and then 6 times 7. So your y will come out as what? Your y has come out to be 7. Okay, now when your y is 7, guys, what will you do next? Again the same thing. When you have already found out the value of your y, now you will be finding out the value of x, and to find out the value of x, what will you do? You will simply say 5x plus 7y is 79. Okay, so let's do it. 5x remains as it is, or what you can do is you can directly use this, to find out your x. Okay, so x will be what? I'm doing it for you, please focus. Your x will be, guys, 79 minus 7 times y, that is 749 upon 5, and that is nothing but 30 upon 5, and that is nothing but 6. So now if you see, your y came out to be 7 and your x came out to be 6, correct? X is what? X is the cost of one book, and y is what? Y is the cost of one pen, correct, guys? X is the cost of one book and y is the cost of one pen. And now if you want to find out the cost of one book and two pens, that will be what? That will be one book, that is x, that is 6, plus two pen, that is 2y. 2y means 2 into 7, so your answer will be 20. This is the correct answer. Are we clear with this or not? Everyone, come on, tell me, guys. All of you who are there, who can hear me, who are there, who can listen to me what I'm saying, guys, please tell me you got the point or not. Are we clear till here or not? Please tell me, everyone out there, you got the point? Makes sense to each and everyone out there, correct? Got it? Are we all clear till this point? Are we all clear till here? Yes or no? Got it? Come on, guys, everyone tell me, are we clear or not till here? Everyone got this till here? Okay, guys, so when we are clear with this question, it's time to move forward. And the next question that we have is a good one. Okay, the question is here, as you can see, we are talking about A and B, and A and B both are having a certain number of mangoes. Okay, A and B both are having a certain number of mangoes, and A says to B that if you give 30 of your mangoes, I will have twice as many as left with you. And then B replies that if you give me 10, I will have thrice as many as left with you. So how many mangoes does each have? So first thing, if you see, guys, that I'm talking about two people in particular, and those two people are what? Those two people are A and B, correct? So in the beginning, I will be assuming, let's say that A is having X mangoes and B is having Y mangoes. Okay, I mean to say X number of mangoes and Y number of mangoes, like 5 mangoes, 10 mangoes, 20, 50, 60 mangoes. So A is having X number of mangoes and B is having Y number of mangoes. That is where I started. Now second thing will be what, guys? Second thing will be that A says to B what? A says to B that if you give 30 of your mangoes, if you give 30 of your mangoes, which means A is taking mangoes from B. Okay, so after taking 30 mangoes from B, A will now have what? A will now have X plus 30 mangoes, and B will now have what? B will now have Y minus 30 mangoes. How many of you are clear with this? Understand, guys. A says to B, A is having how many mangoes? A is having X mangoes and B is having Y mangoes. And now A says to B that if you give 30 of your mangoes, which means if A takes 30 mangoes from B, which means if X is increased by 30 and Y is decreased by 30, अगर B के 30 mangoes A के पास आ जाएं, यानी कि A के पास total हो जाएंगे अब X plus 30 और B के पास रह जाएंगे Y minus 30. उस केस में A says कि I will have twice as many as left with you, which means A says कि उसके बाद जो मेरे पास mangoes होंगे X plus 30 वो 2 times होंगे तुम्हारे पास जितने mangoes हैं उसके, which means 2 times of Y minus 30. How many of you are clear with this? So the most important part of this question is to form this equation. If you guys are able to form these equations correctly, okay, if you are able to form these equations correctly, you are done with the question. Then you have no problem, you will be able to solve this. But if you are not able to form these equations correctly, then there is going to be some problem. Am I clear, guys? So I repeat, what I'm saying is that A says to B that if I have 30 more mangoes than B, which means if A is having X plus 30 and now B is left with Y minus 30, then I will have twice as many as left with you, which means X plus 30 will be 2 times of Y minus 30. This is first thing. Second thing is what, guys? Second thing, if you see, second equation is now B is replying. B is replying that if you give me 10, now B is saying, अब B बोल रहा है कि अगर मैं तुमसे 10 मैंगो ले लूं, तो इस कहानी में क्या होगा? इस कहानी में B ने A से 10 मैंगो लिए हैं, यानी कि A से लिए हैं तो A के पास अब बचे X minus 10, और क्योंकि B ने लिए हैं तो now B will be having Y plus 10. How many of you are clear with this? Got the point, guys? Are we clear till here? You got it? I repeat, guys, now A will be left with X minus 10 and B will be having Y plus 10. And now B says कि उस टाइम पे क्या होगा? I will have thrice as many as left with you. यानी कि अब B बोल रहा है कि at this point of time the number of mangoes that I will be having, that will be 3 times of your number of mangoes. Okay, which means number of mangoes of B, that is Y plus 10, will be 3 times the number of mangoes of what? A, that is X minus 10. How many of you are clear with this now? And if you see, guys, here is how you got your two equations. This is your one equation, this is your first equation, this is your second equation. And by using both of these equations, you can clearly and simply find out what will be the value of X and what will be the value of Y. Correct? Let's do it. So now when you move forward, guys, if you see on your left hand side, you have X plus 30 is equal to 2Y minus 60. From here you will be getting X minus 2Y is equal to minus 60 minus 30, that will be minus of 90. Hello Dipanshu, how are you? X minus 2Y minus 60, this is what you will be getting from here. Okay, from here what you will be getting? How are you? From here you will be getting Y plus 10 equal to 3X minus 30. And this will give you what? This will give you 3x minus y is equal to 10 plus 30, that is 40. Am I clear with this or not, guys? You got it? So this is what you got from here and this is what you got from here. A very simple way of doing this question, क्या करेंगे? Let's find out your value of x from here. So your x will be what? Your x will be minus 90 plus 2y. Correct? And you're gonna put your value over here, so you'll be having, I'm doing great Dipanshu, thanks for asking. You have minus 90 plus 2y, okay, minus y is equal to 40. Yes or no? Are we clear till here? Make sense? Everyone guys got this or not? Please tell me, are we clear till here or not? You got it what I'm doing over here, and how am I doing this over here? Now, if you see your entire equation is in what? Your entire equation is in x. Your entire equation is in y. So let's find out your y. And from here, if you see, you will be getting minus of 270 plus 6y. Then you have minus y equal to 40. I'm doing it here now. This will give you what, guys? This will give you minus 270. So 5y will be equal to 40 plus 270, and 40 plus 270 is 310. This is going to be your 5y. Clear? When this is your 5y, your y will come out to be what? Your y will come out to be 310 upon 5, and that is nothing but your 310 upon 5 will be what, guys? 5 times 6 is 30, then you have 102. 62 will be your y. Which means the number of mangoes that B is having, the number of mangoes that B is having will be what? The number of mangoes that B is having will be equal to your 62. Am I clear with this or not? You got it? Make sense to you guys? Clear about the point till here? Okay, so your number of mangoes that B is having will be going to be 62. And now can you find out the number of mangoes of A? That's again very simple. How to do it? You will simply say that your x is nothing but minus 90 plus 2y. Let's do it here. So x is minus 90 plus 2 times of y, that is 2 times of 62. 2 times 62 is 124, and this is nothing but 24 and 10, that is 34. Correct? So now guys, if you see what we have the number of mangoes that A is having. How many mangoes is A having? A is having 34 mangoes. And if I'm talking about the number of mangoes that B is having, then B is having 62 mangoes. Are we clear with this or not? Everyone guys got it till here? Make sense to you? Everyone, come on, tell me guys quickly, got the point till here? Are we clear till this point or not, guys? You got it? Make sense to you? So this is how I can find out what? I can find out my x and I can find out my y. Cool? Got it? Clear or not, guys? Please tell me. So the only logic and the only main point that we have over here is what? Is about this assumption. Okay, so this is very important. ये जो आपका पहला वाला portion है, this one, A says to B, if you give 30 of your mangoes, I will have twice. So ये आपको समझना है that A is having X and B is having Y. तो यहाँ पर when A is saying to B that if you give me, which means A is taking and B is given. So what I'll be having? I will be having X plus 30 because A is taking and because B is giving, so it will be Y minus 30. And then the relationship between them, that is I will have twice, which means X plus 30 will be 2 times of Y minus 30. This is the very important part. This is something which is very important. Clear? Got it? Okay, to write this as that your X plus 30 will be 2 times of Y minus 30. This is very important. And similarly, the same thing you'll be doing over here, that B replies, if you give me 10, I will have thrice as many as left with you. So again the same kahani, that now you will be having Y plus 10, and when this is Y plus 10, तो Y ने लिए किससे? Y ने जो 10 extra mangoes लिए हैं, Y has taken them from X, so you will be having X minus 10 over here, and then there will be a factor 3. Are we clear with this or not, guys? Come on, tell me. Everyone got it till here? Makes sense to you? Correct? So that is how we can talk about this particular kahani. Cool, got it? So I hope every one of you are clear with this, and please tell me guys if you got this or not, everyone out there. Okay, so here you can see this as well, that A is having 34 and B is having 62 mangoes. Now this is the next question that we are having. How many of you can do this? Meanwhile, let me have some water if you don't mind. If you are there and if you can hear me, guys, all the students who are there and who are able to hear me, Please tell me, would you like to do this question? Would you like to try this one? The question is very straight one. If you see, we are talking about what? If you see, we are talking about, just a minute. Yeah. So in this question, guys, we are talking about that a TV is being sold, and the TV is being sold at 5% gain, and a fridge is being sold at 10% gain. Okay, understand? TV is being sold at 5% gain, and the fridge is being sold at 10% gain. Correct? Just a minute. Okay, and then I'm supposed to do what? Then I'm supposed to find out the actual prices of TV and fridge when shopkeeper is gaining 2000 जब वो TV को 5% और fridge को 10% gain पर sale कर रहा है. And similarly, if the same person sells the TV at 10% gain and the fridge at 5% loss, तो उसको 1500 का फायदा हो रहा है. And by using this information मुझे पता लगाना है कि what will be the actual prices of TV and fridge. So it's a good question. So all those who are there, guys, take some time. Let's think for 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm having some water, and then we're going to talk about this question. Cool? Okay, guys. So now if I want to talk about this question, everyone, a question is very straight, you know. If you see, question is very straight. Question is only talking about gain and loss. So what I can do is, at the very first, I can simply say, yeah, that let the actual cost or the cost of one TV be X and one fridge be Y. Clear? So I assume the cost of one TV to be X and I assume the cost of one fridge to be Y. Clear? Now understand. When I'm talking about 5% gain, so guys, if the cost is X and I'm talking about 5% gain, 5% gain on the cost of TV, that is X, will be what? 5% of X. Plus, I'm talking about 10% gain on fridge, which means what? Which means I'm talking about 10% of the cost of fridge, that is Y, 10% of Y, is equal to total gain is 2000. Clear? Got it? Makes sense? And from here, what I can say, from here, I can say that I will be having 5x upon 100 plus 10y upon 100, and this is given to you as 2000. Yeah, आपको यहाँ पे 2000 given है. Correct, guys? Let's cancel some things. So this will be cancelled by 20 times, okay, and this will be cancelled by 10, so you will be having upon 20 upon 10. Now when you cross multiply, finally you will be getting what? Finally you will be getting x plus 2y is equal to 2000 times 20. 2000 times 20 will be 40,000. Am I clear? This will be your first equation. Everyone got this? What I did? I repeat, guys, what I did. I assumed that the cost of one TV is X and I assumed that the cost of one fridge is Y. I repeat, I assumed that the cost of one TV is X. I assumed that the cost of one TV is X and I assumed that the cost of one fridge is Y. And then what I did, then because I'm talking about 5% gain, so 5% gain on TV will be 5% of X plus 10% of gain on fridge will be 10% of Y, and total this gain is given to you what? Total this entire gain is given to you as 5% of X plus 10% of Y is equal to 2000. Clear? This is what you are having. So you have X plus 2Y is equal to 40,000. Now, if I talk about the next equation, guys, I'm going to remove this over from here for a while so that we can write down our second equation. Okay, so we got X plus 2y equal to 40,000. That was my first equation, where the cost of TV is X and the cost of fridge is Y. Okay, now let's talk about the second equation. Now guys, when I'm talking about the second equation, in the second equation I'm talking about TV at the gain of 10% and fridge at the loss of 5%. Understand? The gain will be what? The gain will be over here 10% of x, which means 10 upon 100 into x. This is your gain, that is why it is plus. एंड अब आपको जो लॉस हुआ वो इस गेन में से माइनस होगा या प्लस होगा? ऑब्वियसली व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉस तो वो लॉस इसमें से माइनस होगा जिससे कि आप नेट प्रॉफिट निकाल सको. देखो आप बात कर रहे हो नेट प्रॉफिट की कि आपको नेट गेन जो हुआ 1500 हुआ. जब आपने अपने टीवी को 10% गेन पर बेचा और फ्रिज को 5% लॉस पर बेचा, देन द गेन इज 1500 रुपीज. विच मीन्स व्हाट? विच मीन्स कि अगर मैं मान लूं कि मेरा जो गेन है वो 10x अपॉन 100 है और जो मेरा लॉस है वो 5y अपॉन 100 है, तो उस केस में नेट प्रॉफिट मेरा 1500 है. और वो नेट प्रॉफिट निकालने के लिए मुझे क्या करना होगा? इस टीवी वाले गेन में से मेरे को फ्रिज वाला लॉस माइनस करना होगा. सो आई विल बी राइटिंग इट एज 5y अपॉन 100 एंड नाउ दिस विल गिव मी द नेट प्रॉफिट एंड नेट प्रॉफिट इज गिवन टू मी एज 1500 over here. Am I clear with this or not? Everyone tell me, guys. You got the point till here? Are we clear with this? Okay. So I am saying 10x upon 100 minus 5y upon 100 is 1500. Again, let's cancel this 0 with this 0. This 5 20 times. So now you will be getting what, guys? From here you will be getting 2x minus y is equal to 15 times 2 is 30, and then you have 0 0 and then one more 0, 30,000. So second equation is over here. Okay, I repeat, first equation is what? First equation is x plus 2y equal to 40,000 and second equation is 2x minus y is equal to 30,000. Yes or no? Am I clear with this or not, guys? Please tell me, everyone. Are we clear till this point? You got it? Okay, so I have x plus 2y is equal to 40,000 and 2x minus y is equal to 30,000. Now the question is very simple actually. If you see, you just need to find out the value of x and y. यहाँ से मैं x निकाल लेता हूँ. From here my x will be what? My x will be 40,000 minus 2y. Let's put this x over here. So you will be having 2 times of 40,000 minus 2y minus y is equal to 30,000. This will give you what? 80,000 minus 4y minus y is equal to 30,000. Now if I further solve it, what I will be getting? I will be getting minus of 5y is equal to 30,000 minus 80,000. This will be minus of 50,000, and this will give me y is equal to nothing but 10,000. So by solving all this kahani, by doing all this, finally what you got? आपको मिल गया कि जो y है आपका, यानी कि जो फ्रिज की कॉस्ट है वो कितनी आ गई? The cost of fridge is 10,000. Okay, the cost of fridge has come out to be 10,000. That the actual cost of fridge is 10,000. Now you need to find out your x as well. X find करने के लिए what will you do? X find करने के लिए you will simply make use of this. Okay, let's do this. I'm finding your x over here. X is nothing but 40. Hello Anshika, how are you? Welcome to our class. 40,000 minus 2y. 2y is what, guys? 2y is 2 into y, that is 2 into 10,000, and 2 into 10,000 is 20,000. So this is what you'll be having, correct? From here you will be able to get x is equal to what? X is equal to 40,000 minus 20,000, that is 20,000. Am I clear, guys? You got it? Hello Tech Baller, how are you? Welcome Anshika, how are you? Guys, we got this. Are we clear till here? So now if you see, guys, your x is what? Your x is equal to 20,000 and your y is equal to 10,000. Yes or no? How many of you got this? Clear? Makes sense to you? Which means the cost of TV is what? Which means the cost of TV is 20,000 and the cost of your fridge is what? The cost of fridge is, hello, learn with Lithan, how are you? Are we clear with this, guys? You got this? This is how I got my cost of TV to be 20,000 and cost of fridge to be 10,000. हाँ जी, अब मेरे को बताओ how many of you got this question? How many of you are clear with this? Everyone, guys, come on, tell me. Got this question till here? Everyone clear? So if you see, all these are our real life scenarios. Okay, so whatever you do in your life, I mean, if anyone who would like to do business after your education, if anyone who would like to do anything related to MBA, or anyone who would like to do anything related to mathematics, guys, every time in your real life, whenever you are going out to a shopping mall or anywhere, these appear to you, can appear in front of me, and there you might need to do these calculations to understand how we are going to find out the required values. Hello, Shrikant. Soon we will be having a Menti quiz as well, Shrikant. Yeah, soon. Are we clear with this, everyone? Come on, tell me, guys. Got the point till here? Everyone clear? Litin, Anshika, Tech Baller, and everyone, Shrikant. Everyone clear with this? How we did this question? Correct? Okay. So time to move forward, guys. When we are clear with this, the next question that we are having is this one. It's again a very simple question. If you see, the question states that the coach of a cricket team buys 7 bets. So I'm going to assume the cost of one bet to be X and the cost of one ball to be Y. The total cost of 7 bets and 6 balls is 3800, which means 7x plus 6y is equal to 3800. And he buys 3 bets and 5 balls, which means, hold on, 3x plus 5y equal to 1750. Correct? Shrikant, I'll have to look into that. I mean, when it's possible to have the quiz. So let me just get in touch with the team and then I can get back to you on this. Okay. So I cannot just give you a date, but yes, I can assure you soon we'll be having a quiz as well, the Menti quiz as well. Okay, no issues with that. Correct? Tell me the topic. Which topic would you like to have in the Menti quiz? I would say, should we go with trigonometry? That's fine to everyone who are here. Whenever we have it, I mean, trigonometry, I think is the good topic to have a Menti quiz on, right? Got it? Okay, guys, are we clear with this till here? Everyone, come on, tell me. You got the point? 7x plus 6y, 7 bets and 6 balls is equal to 3800, and 3 bets and 5 balls is equal to 1750. Now, again, the same kahani. We need to find out the value of x and y. That is the cost of one bet and one ball. Let's do it, guys. Again, the same thing. What you can do, you can either make the coefficient same, or you can find out the value of x and put it over here, or find out the value of y and put it over here in the next equation. So मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? मैं coefficient same कर रहा हूँ. Coefficient same करने के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? I'm gonna multiply this with 5 and I'm gonna multiply this with 6. Correct? What will this give me? 5 times 7, that is 35x plus 6 times 5, that is 30y, equal to 5 times 38, that is 19. Hello, tech of intelligence, how are you? There are so many tech names out there. 0, 5 times 8, 40, 4, 5 times 3, 15, and 4, 19. This is what I got. This is my first equation, let's say. In this, guys, what I'm doing, 6 times 3 is 18x plus 6 times 5 is 30y, equal to 6 times 1750 will be what? I will be having 0, 6 times 5, 33 over here. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 6 times 5, 30, 6, 7, 42, 45, 4, 6, 1. This is what I'll be getting. This is my second equation. Are we all clear with this or not, guys? Come on, tell me, everyone. You got it till here what I'm doing? I am trying to use what? I'm trying to use my elimination method, and to use elimination method I am making the coefficient of x same or the coefficient of y same. In this question I am making the coefficient of y same so that I can cancel y जब मैं इन दोनों equation को क्या करूँगा, subtract करूँगा. So now I can perform any operation. What I am doing is, this is my first equation. If you see, this is my second equation, and now what I am doing, I am subtracting your first equation from second. When I do this, what I'll be getting, guys, when I am saying second minus first, I will be having 30y minus 30y, and 18x minus 35x will be what? Minus 17x. Hold on. I will be having minus 17x is equal to what? I will be having minus 17x is equal to, guys, if you see, second minus first. 10,500 minus 19,000, that will be what? That will be minus of 8,500. This is what you'll be getting. Cool. Now you can solve this simply. When you solve this, you'll be getting x is equal to 8500 upon 17. This will give you what? 17 times 5 is 85, and then 0. So the cost x came out to be what? X was the cost of one bat, and that came out to be 500, which means the cost of one bat is rupees 500. Okay, the cost of one bat is what? The cost of one bat is rupees 500. Now the cost of one bat is when rupees 500. Let's find out why. If you want to find out why, guys, what will you do? To find out your y over here, you can simply use either this equation or that equation. I'm using this one. I'm having 7 times of 500, that is 7 times 5 is 3500, plus 6y is equal to 3800. From here you will be having 6y is equal to 300, and from here you'll be getting y is equal to what? Y is equal to 6 times 550, correct? Which means the cost of one ball is 50 and the cost of one bat is 500. Are we clear with this or not, everyone? Guys, come on, tell me. You got it till here? Everyone got this point, how we did this question by using your cost of one bat and the cost of one ball? You got it? Makes sense to you, correct? Everyone clear till here? Cool. Exactly, we did it and we found out the value. Cool. Now let's move forward, guys. Now this is my next question. Please understand. This is my next question. And this question says, understand, guys, it's a good question. And the last question for the day. One says, give me 100, friend. I shall then become twice as rich as you. Okay. And the other replies, if you give me 10, I shall be 6 times as rich as you. Tell me what is the amount of their respective capital. You got it? So the question says there are two people, okay? Hold on, guys. Let's understand this question. So question says that there are two people. First is this one, and second is this other that I'm talking about. So let's say the first person is, I'm naming it as A, and the second person, the other one, I'm naming it as B. Okay, so there are two persons, A and B, and now A says to B, give me 100, friend. I shall then become twice as rich as you. And the other replies, B replies, that if you give me 10, I shall be 6 times as rich as you. And the question is, tell me what is the amount of their respective capital. It's very simple, guys. So now I will be assuming that the one is having X rupees initially, and B, that is the other, is also having Y rupees initially. Okay. Now understand. A says to B or one says to other, give me 100. Now guys, जब मैं आपसे 100 rupees लूँगा, so what will happen? When I will be taking 100 rupees from you, what will happen? You will give me 100, which means मेरे पास जो amount है वो 100 बढ़ जाएगा और आपके पास जो amount है उसमें से 100 rupees कम हो जाएंगे. Let's say if you have 200 rupees and I have 100 rupees. If I take 100 from you, so now I will have 100 plus 100 and you will have 200 minus 100. Yes or no? Clear? आपके पास 100 कम, मेरे पास 100 ज़्यादा. Similarly, when one is saying to other that give me 100, which means अब पहले condition में क्या हुआ, guys? X ने A ने B से 100 ले लिया, which means X के पास amount हो गया X plus 100 का, and Y के पास जो amount है, B के पास जो amount है वो हो गया Y minus 100 का. B के 100 कम हो गए क्योंकि वो चले गए A के पास. Okay, got it? एंड इन दोनों में रिलेशनशिप क्या है? इन दोनों में रिलेशनशिप है दैट ए बोल रहा है कि अगर मैंने तुमसे 100 ले लिए, विच मीन्स अगर मेरे पास x प्लस 100 और तुम्हारे पास y माइनस 100 हो गए, तो आई शैल देन बिकम ट्वाइस एज रिच एज यू। यानी कि अब जो मेरे पास पैसे होंगे दैट इज x प्लस 100, वो तुम्हारे पास जितने पैसे हैं उसके दुगने होंगे, विच मीन्स 2 टाइम्स ऑफ y माइनस 100। How many of you are clear with this? Guys, are we clear with this or not? Everyone tell me. You got the point? Everyone clear? I repeat. Give me 100 friend, I shall then become twice as rich as you. Which means, if you give me 100 rupees, which means if I will be taking 100, आपके पास 100 कम हो जाएंगे क्योंकि आपने 100 मुझे दे दिए, and उस केस में मेरे पास जितने पैसे हैं that will be twice the amount of money that you are having. Which means x plus 100 will be 2 times of y minus 100. Correct? And you can just simplify this equation. That will be x plus 100 is equal to 2y minus 200, and this will give you x minus 2y is equal to minus 200 minus 100, that is minus 300. This is your first equation, correct? Now when you got your first equation, guys, let's talk about the second one. The second equation will be what? Understand now the other replies. अभी ये बात A जो है वो B से कर रहा था, okay? The one was doing this discussion with B, now the B is doing this discussion with one. अब B बोल रहा है A को, B के पास y रुपीज हैं और A के पास x रुपीज हैं, तो अब अदर वन को बोल रहा है, यानी कि B A को बोल रहा है कि अगर तुम मुझे 10 रुपीज दो, यानी कि अब जो B है वो A से रुपीज ले रहा है, तो जब B A से 10 रुपीज लेगा तो B के पास अब रुपीज हो जाएंगे y प्लस 10, उसने 10 रुपीज लिए हैं, और क्योंकि A से लिए हैं तो A के पास अब 10 रुपीज कम हो जाएंगे, तो A will be having x minus 10. Am I clear with this or not? You got it? Make sense? And now B says कि अगर मैंने तुमसे 10 रुपए ले लिए तो उस केस में मेरे पास तुम्हारे पास जितने पैसे हैं उसके 6 टाइम्स पैसे आ जाएंगे, which means in this case y plus 10 will be 6 times of x minus 10. How many of you are clear with this? Got this, guys? Let's solve this. So from here again, what you can say, from here you can say that your y plus 10 is equals to 6x minus 60. Okay, from here if you find out your value of x, that will be 2y minus 300, and from here I will be having this as my equation. इसमें मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, x की वैल्यू को पुट कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरे पास आएगा y plus 10 equal to 6 times of, understand, 2y minus 300 minus 60. This is nothing but y plus 10 equal to 12y minus 6 times 3 is 18, so I have 1800 minus 60, correct? Now next will be what? I have y and 12y, so this will become minus 11y if I take 12y to the left hand side, and यहाँ पर मेरे पास आएगा minus 1860 minus 10. Okay, and this will give me, guys, what? Minus 11y is equal to minus of 1870, correct? Got it? इसको सॉल्व करोगे तो आपके पास y की वैल्यू आएगी nothing but it will come out as 170. So your y came out as 170, यानी कि the other person is having, or the B person is having how much money? Y money, and that is equal to 170, which means this other guy is having how much money? 170. Got this? अब यहाँ से मुझे किसका पैसा निकालना है? A का, यानी कि one first person का, and that is nothing but 2y minus 300. Let's do it. X is equal to 2 times of 170 minus 300. That will be 340 minus 300, and that is going to be 400 rupees, which means that the first person is having 40 rupees and the second person is having 170 rupees. How many of you are clear with this? Got this? Hello Raj, how are you? Am I clear with this, guys? So this is how we can talk about this question, because this is how we can use our linear equations in two variables in our real life. Whenever you get questions like this in your real life, whenever you get scenarios like this in your real life, you can always make use of your linear equation in two variables. You can make use of your elimination method or substitution or any method, and you can do these questions. Okay, so that is all from my side, guys. Thank you so much for being here. This is my referral code. If you would like to have all these sessions every day, you can join us on Unacademy learning app. Okay, you can download Unacademy learning app, and you can take the plus subscription by using this code SG08, and you will be able to get all the access to your live classes that we have every day on Unacademy. And that is all from my side, guys. Thank you so much for being here. All the very best to all of you. Goodbye, take care, and we will be meeting again in some other YT session or on Unacademy. Okay, bye. Doing good, Raj.